What up? It's Jimmy from odds.com. This is a clip from our big NCAA tournament breakdown of the West region. To check out the entire show, hit the link at the bottom of the screen. It's available exclusively on odds.com. The next play-in game, 8:40 p.m. Eastern. Number 16 seed Appalachian State Mountaineers 17-11 versus number 16 seed Norfolk State Spartans 16-7. We're in Bloomington, Indiana for this one. We have Appalachian State opening up as 2.5-point favorites that moved to 3. This total opened up at 135.5 and has moved to 134.5. Appalachian State were the surprise winners of the Sun Belt Conference tournament, defeating Georgia State 80-73 as 7-point dogs. Senior Michael Almonacci went for 32.7 boards in the win. He averaged 12.9 points, 4.2 boards on the season. He plays with much more confidence than when we saw him 2 years ago with Stony Brook. He's one of 4 Mountaineers averaging double digits, along with Adrian Delph at 13.2, Justin Forrest 13, Donovan Gregory at 10.7. App State had a 5-game losing streak in mid-February before winning 5 of 6 to close out the season. They struggle shooting at times, 41.5% from the field, 32.4% from 3, and 73.7% from the stripe. Norfolk State defeated Morgan State 71-63 on Saturday in the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference MEAC Tournament Championship game to earn its first NCAA tournament bid in 9 years. This is the first NCAA berth under 8-year coach Robert Jones. Norfolk State closed the season on a 7-game winning streak. Joe Bryant led the way with by scoring 17 points. He averages 15.5 on the season. Kashawn Hicks added 14. He averages 8.2. Leading scorer senior Devontae Carter went for 12.7 boards. He averages 15.5 points, 5.3 boards, 4 assists on the season. Norfolk State hits 43.6% from the field. Strong perimeter shooting, averaging 36.8% from 3 and hit 70.6% from the stripe. Max, the second play-in game in the West region, Thursday night, 8:40 p.m. Eastern, Appalachian State, Norfolk State. Take it away.
So, Jim, obviously with Appalachian State, this is a team that got hot at the perfect time of year, and they were cold going into the Sun Belt tournament. Obviously, we've seen a change of pace. We've seen an elevation in production and performance. And with Appalachian State, listen, they may not have any Canadians, but they're a good-looking group right now, and they were supposed to be a better performing group at the beginning of the season in the preseason projections. I think that with App State, the key player is definitely going to be Michael Almonacci. This is a 3-level scorer. This is a guy that wants the ball in his hand and makes good decisions when it's there. I believe he's from the D2 level, so the fact that he's able to command this offense, help this team get to the NCAA tournament when really everything was up against them, is really a good feel-good story and a real sign to other players at the D2 level that you can play. It's just a matter of getting the opportunity and landing at the right spot. I think that with Almonacci, he's good with the ball against pressure. He's not going to be the kind of guy that turns the ball over a lot. And with his court vision, he's going to find his 3-point shooters. And I think that's going to be the difference for App State. This is a team that definitely is going to play some slow tempo basketball. They're going to need to get that 3-headed monster of Justin Forrest, Almonacci, and Adrian Delph going. Listen, the problem for App State, even in these conference tournament games, have just been their first half performances, because Norfolk, they're a dangerous team in the first half. They're a team that have put up some big numbers, whether it be scoring from the 3-point line or scoring on the interior with a lot of freaking offensive rebounding, a lot of banging down low. I think that this is still an App State team that is very dependent on the 3-point shot. If they're able to hit 10 threes or more in this game and keep Norfolk State off the free throw line, I think that they're winning this game. They do a better job of boxing out on the defensive glass, and they just got to limit these second chance opportunities that Norfolk's been able to thrive on and score on against MEAC competition. And right there, that's an important factor, in my opinion, is conference rankings. And when you look at the MEAC conference, you look at the limited schedule that they played, App State played a lot of games, I think they had 1 or 2 stoppages, but they still managed to get a good bunch of games in. I think that this is going to be an App State type of game where they bring aggressive defense. Obviously, there's two sides to every coin, and if you're liking Norfolk State, you're liking Norfolk State on the first half. That's where they have the biggest advantage because we have seen teams be able to mount comebacks on them in the second half. This is a team with a key player in Devontae Carter who's going to definitely attract the defense, and he's going to be able to dish when that defense comes towards him. He plays a mid-range type game, so the farther you can push him out from the rim, the better you're going to be with his shot attempts. And he's a slasher. So if you can sacrifice the body and step in for a charge, you can saddle him with a couple early fouls, and that's definitely going to help with the Norfolk State team that is deep. They have talent like Jalen Hawkins from Robert Morris, J.J. Matthews, Joe Bryant Jr., so there's definitely some weapons. And I didn't even mention the X factor. The X factor for this team is going to be Keshawn Hicks. The 6'6" swing forward is able to hit some threes. He's able to get on the glass. He's able to play against bigger opponents. And he's just a quality piece that you can call upon. You know, I think that with his mid-range game, he definitely does a good job at scoring all three levels, and he's going to convert free throws in the second halves if you need them. Norfolk's got to hit a couple of threes, but it's got to get to the rim more often. And they got to clean up their free throw shooting in the second half in the last 5 minutes. They do have multiple 40% three-point shooters, and they definitely need to freaking bring their game defensively. But I have to look at their numbers with a grain of salt because who they're versus. I think that although they're ranked in the top 100 in field goal defense and three-point defense, they force turnovers, then they make shots more difficult for you. I think that App State just has the better coaching and Coach Dustin Kearns, better second-half performance, and that three-headed monster, the way that they performed in the Sun Belt tournament. If they can maintain their momentum from this layoff, I think App State's going to win this game. At 3, Jim, I'm not going to take it for an official show pick, but I will say that I lean to App State. I do lean to the under in the game, and if you want to force a bet out of me, the one bet I'd have to take is Norfolk State first half money line.
Wow. Very, very interesting breakdown. And no official pick then for the show.
If you want me to make an official show
you
pick,
don't have to. You don't have to force it. You don't have to force it.
Yeah, so then I just have leans on this game. App State full game under, Norfolk State first half money line.
There you go. No need to force Max to make an official pick on every single game. We want to know the ones he is going to move forward on, and that's fine. We've moved on Wichita State -1.5, -110, and we have leans in the App State, Norfolk State matchup at 8:40 p.m. Eastern. So we jump from Thursday to Saturday action.